I'll pay you what we discussed on the phone, but you got to show us your Daytona.
Let's go look at it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You never miss the opportunity to see a Daytona.
Yeah.
So we have a deal. Yeah. I'm happy. Thank y'all. Got a good one today. We're going to Lexington and Yukon. Sounds like we're gonna dig some gold. We're gonna do something unusual today. We're gonna do 2 buys in one day and show them both. The reason why is they go together really, really well. 1954 was the first year of the CJ5. The last year was 1983. The CJ5 was completely revamped in 1976. The 76 to 83s are the most collectible and the ones that run and drive the best. Now to find an early 76 is very rare, and to find one family owned with 10,000 action miles that's always been in the garage is unheard of. We're gonna head for that one first, and it's up at Red Dirt Mopars, which is great. So as you guys have figured out, those of us in the collector car community have something they want, or they find something that they know we want. We reach out to each other before it generally goes on the market. We're hoping how that one goes. And then from Lexington, we're gonna head to Yukon and rescue a 1983. What's really significant about the 1983s, its production figure was insanely low, 3,085, which is relatively close to the first year, which is in 54, which is 3,885. Now, where I'm going with that is 76, 83, first and last of the best and most collectible CJ5s. Zach, you don't know what we're doing, do you?
Nope.
How you feel?
Good.
Good?
Tired.
There you go, that's what I was looking for. Well, congrats. Zach had his daughter, Billy Mae, and I was wondering if he was tired. I knew he was gonna be tired. I've been trying to explain that to him. So I have got a big surprise for him. Follow me. So, you know, I wake up refreshed every morning. I sleep good. I go to sleep faster than I used to. Feel better in the morning. I got less aches, less pains. My bed's much cooler, which is great. Why? Boom, Helix Sleep. So I've had mine for 113 days now. What better gift could I give Zach then? A Helix mattress. And this one's also got the Glossio text on top. It's the cooling pad that makes you sleep better. Again, Zach, this is what you need. It's gonna help you in new fatherhood. You're gonna sleep better, you're gonna go to sleep faster, you're gonna sleep cooler. And you got a 10-year warranty. Again, I've had mine for 113 days. You have a 100-day free trial period and a 10-year warranty. Outstanding. It's easy to do. You go take the quiz, we'll show you how to do that, but our new offer right now is 20% off. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite collections. The Helix Plus, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and the Helix Kids mattress designed for growing bodies and endorsed by child sleep and medical experts. I love my Helix Sleep, and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Helix Sleep. You can click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/Dennis Collins to get 20% off your mattress and 2 free pillows. So one of the big benefits of this mattress that's going on in the industry now is there's no fiberglass in this mattress. So if you have allergies or health issues, it's another thing to consider on the Helix Sleep mattress. And remember, it ships to your house in a box for free nationwide. For the best sleep of your life, Helix Sleep. Grab your cup of joe and let's go dig some gold in Oklahoma. We are in Lexington, Oklahoma. Appears to be in the middle of nowhere again. Very cool though. So I've seen these guys on the internet quite a bit. Red Dirt Mopars have been around for a long time, especially way back when we were chasing heavy Mopars. It's been a while. Hi, how are you, ma'am? Hi, Dennis Collins.
Nice to meet you, Dennis.
You too, ma'am.
I'm Dalton's mom, Debbie.
Okay,
so.
Zach on the camera.
Hey, Zach.
Is Dalton coming, I guess, in a second, or is he coming over?
We told him we'd be here at 4:15, so
Okay.
we're a little bit early.
2 minutes.
I think he's hauling hay today, but I'm sure he'll be here if he.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I would take you on down there, but I'm sure Dalton wants to be involved.
Yeah, no worries. We'll wait on him.
Okay, no problem.
We'll go look at the Longhorns.
Okay, there you go. So you're a Jeep guy, or like
Yes,
Jeeps?
ma'am.
Okay, I know Dalton said he knew somebody that to
Specialize
call
in-
you or something. Yeah,
I
because
specialize in the specific Jeep that he found yesterday. I've been doing it for about
Okay.
40 years.
Okay, because I know he knows his Mopars. but
He does. That's what.
The Jeep thing, I mean, I don't know if he knows.
Everybody's coming in droves.
Oh yeah, they're starting to come here as well. What's nice is Dalton lives across the street, and then his twin brother lives just behind us. So I have all the grandkids just right around me, which I love. So.
Is this where they work on the Mopars, or they have another shop?
No, this is where we work on them.
Okay.
Yep. Dalton has a new Daytona, new to him, that's pretty rough. And,
I heard. I want to see
my
it.
husband's like, you're not bringing that one over here, so.
I've heard legends of that car.
Yeah, you guys will have to go over. It's on our farm side, so you'll have to go over and see that or whatever.
So there was a Daytona floating around for a long, long time that I think a lot of people have heard of, but I guess Dalton finally got it.
I guess I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I just don't know cars, I guess. So.
It was wrecked in '73.
Hey, babe, your friends
So
are
it's been
here.
parked that long.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is
Well,
like
we
spring.
can go walk down in the shade and at least be.
Gotta love it. He's in a
Driving
Ram.
a Dodge.
Of course. Mopar or no car, right? All of our rigs are Rams. All of them.
That's awesome.
Love it. Like the shirt.
Yeah. Jeff Kelderman.
We actually got our Kelderman truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, he's such a good dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He did a
Oh,
great
yeah.
job on that rig. It was fun going up there.
Oh, yeah. You got to drive the dirt car, too, right?
Yep.
It's
It
fun.
was nice to meet you in person.
Good meeting you, buddy. Good to see you.
Sean.
How y'all doing?
Sean P.
I think I met you, right?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Zach on the camera.
Sorry, guys. It's been
Look, he's repping
hauling
everybody
hay
but
all day.
us. I'm going to send you a massive swag pack.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Hey, I
Mopar's
need
50
something,
150.
man. Give me something. I need like a koozie or something.
You got it. No, it'll be more than that.
Yeah,
We'll do shirts, hats, and
something.
coffee.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. Man.
All right, well, how much time you got?
All the time in the world.
Outstanding. I'd love to see the Jeep, and I really want to see your Daytona.
Oh, the wrecked one?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go across the road for it, but we can.
We could do that.
I mean,
Zach's
how
got
many
a drone.
times do you get to see a wrecked Daytona?
Not very often.
All right, let's do it, buddy. Let's do it.
All right, give us a quick backstory on this Jeep. And
Well,
thanks for reaching out. Actually, he told Tony it.
well, I
Mopar's
knew,
5150
I
about
knew
it.
you were a Jeep guy, and I don't know anything about Jeeps. I've had one. Well, I had like a Cherokee and stuff, but I've only had one CJ5.
Okay.
It was a 77, and it was river rat piece of junk. And so I was selling some hay to a guy literally yesterday, and I was loading some square bells on his trailer, and he was like, so I heard you were into cars. And I was like, yeah, I'm into the Mopar stuff and stuff like that. And he was like, well, I got 7 cars, and I can only drive one at a time. I was like, all right, you got anything you want to sell? And he's like, well, I got my Aunt Marie's CJ5. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And he's like, well, it's been in my family since new, and it's only got 10,000 miles on it. I was like, okay, that sounds all right.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And I was like, well, you know, can I come take a look at it or whatever? And then yesterday evening, I went over there and looked at it, and we made a deal on it, and it was actually better than I thought it would be.
And now we're here.
So it's literally, it's been in his family since new, and original paint Survivor Jeep, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know hardly anything about it. There she be.
What's cool when you first walk up, there's a lot of telltale signs. It's the first year of the good CJ5s, which is 76 to 83.
Okay.
So these park lamps are different. And then as you look up, the tail vent grill is inset.
Okay.
The 78 and up are all on top. So that's kind of cool. And also, when I saw the first picture that Tony sent me, and then you sent me some more, the CJ5 badge, it has 2 on the locations different.
Well,
On the early one.
I'm going to learn today because I don't know anything about them. I just knew that it was a neat little Jeep.
The 2 things I like to look at just right off the bat is, I know you Mopar guys are crazy about the fender tags.
Yeah.
Not crazy, but I mean, that's
Oh,
important.
we are. We are crazy.
I think
Okay.
that's the right word.
So this is 6D is the color, which is sand tan, which is a really neat color.
I
Because,
feel like this color's kind of making a comeback, isn't it?
well, this color came back in 1989 on the Grand Wagoneer.
Okay.
It was a huge hit on that. So when you buff this color, it actually has a kind of a hint of yellow in it. So we'll clean this thing up.
Yeah.
And then you've got a 1HF, which means the interior is called buff.
Okay.
And then they had different types of vinyls.
He told me that's the original top too. I don't know if that's true.
You will find out in a second. It looks like it probably is.
Okay.
So, and then this vinyl material right here, this grain is called Wellington.
Okay.
So, the front seat's right, the back seat's not, but this Jeep was probably didn't have a back seat.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is...
He did tell me that they put that, they got that back seat out of like a 1940s school bus.
Okay.
So
when
there
you
you go.
much like the Mopars that you guys specialize in, everything was an option. Okay, so when whoever ordered this Jeep, first of all, they ordered a, this is a little bit of a drag. Let's see if it's got, so it does have a 258 in it, but that's a 1-barrel carburetor.
Okay.
Most of them were 2 barrels. Not a big deal, but they didn't check the power steering box, which is probably why this doesn't have very many miles, because they're a bear to drive with no power
That's what
steering.
the old man said. He said, "Man, I just don't want to see this go to some high school kid." He's like, "This doesn't need to go to. It needs to go to someone that appreciates it, and knows what it is." Or
Well, you can tell
he
me
was
that.
really scared that some kid was going to get it and get hurt in it or something.
You can tell me you actually sold it to a college graduate. I made it all the way through high school.
There you go.
So they didn't check power brakes, and
Nope.
they didn't even check the flares.
It's like driving a tractor, man.
No, well, it is. But once you put power steering on it, which would be the first thing we do,
Yeah.
that's not on the code here.
Okay.
But even if it was, it's going to help it anyways.
Yeah.
This will be a joy to drive, but without the power steering, it is no fun to drive.
I was really impressed with it, man. Just hit the key and it busted right off too.
You told me it ran. I was really shocked.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You can also tell me
Freaking radio works too, man.
that was an expensive option. It's surprising.
Well, if you're
going
going to go for the radio, you might as well get the power steering and power brakes.
well, and the flares too. That was a very cheap option.
Okay.
Now the side steps, oddly enough, are
Is that an option too?
expensive. Yeah, those are factory.
I thought it was cool that that jack is still in there.
Yep, the jack is in the right
That's-
position, right next to the seat. Very cool. And then another thing that's cool about this one, which is unusual, most of the U.S. delivered ones at this point in time were catalyst Jeeps. So somebody ordered this as a non-catalyst. So
Okay.
this thing never had a catalytic converter and never had a smog pump.
Well, they were smart.
Yeah, I don't know if they were able to order this. So they probably ordered this under like farm usage, which you could do back in the day.
Okay.
And that's how they were able to cat delete this. But this AM radio, believe it or not, even in '76, that radio was just shy of $200.
Oh, really?
That was a huge amount of money for that option.
Yeah.
Now the first thing you want to look at on these tops is it's cracking.
Sorry, it's so
It's right
freaking-
here.
It's so hot in here, guys.
So it
I'm
says-
sure you guys are used to it though. You're from Texas, so.
Jeep Special Equipment, which that only appears on original tops,
Okay.
and it does have date codes. They've got date codes in all the windows, but they're going to really have to be cleaned up to see if we can see them.
Does that look like it might be the right one though?
I'd say it looks like it's the original top, but this back window's been replaced.
So what do they do? Just sew a new piece of?
Yeah, because
Plastic in there?
see how these are heated in around here.
Okay.
These maybe all these windows may have been replaced, but also this window says K-Light on it. So the windows are probably. I think the top's original. Windows have been replaced. But wow. I mean, in no rust. It doesn't look like it at all. Here's the other thing: is this
What?
Dalton? This thing's got drum brakes on it.
Yeah.
You could have gotten disc in '76.
Oh, really?
Which is a very nice option. Not the end of the world, but
Sounds like this guy just all bare bones bass stuff, right? Other than the radio, right?
well, actually no, because it's got a 6-cylinder in it, and the base model
Would've been
motor was a
four-cylinder.
4-cylinder. So
And you could have gotten a V8.
yes, 304, and you could have gotten a Renegade this year. There's a lot of other options you could have gotten, but it's
I like how the wiring hasn't all been hacked up and
Yeah, no, it
stuff
looks like
spliced in there. And
an honest Jeep.
yeah.
And you said the miles around 10,000?
That's what I was told.
10,854. Amazing. I'd say they're definitely right. Just you can just tell by the seats. And
Well, he got it.
the
He got it
pedal
from
wear.
his aunt in '89, and I don't think he ever drove it. He said he never drove it on the road hard.
So it'll start?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let me hook the battery up. I don't know about you guys, but I always disconnect the battery.
And this is Sean, this is the base model steering wheel.
I don't even think you'll have to pump it, man. Just
Okay, well I
make
won't
sure it's
then.
in neutral and hit the key.
It's in neutral. Battery hooked up?
Yep. How's that?
Well, that's the one thing about the one.
There you go.
Coverage with inside.
Wow, the radio works. That's
Pretty crazy, isn't it?
It is. These one barrels aren't very complicated. Basically a tractor. Like that
Might have to
stage
tap.
to stage right.
We might have to give it a little less. Bell ring is on. There's two titles. It's an up-to-date one, and then there was one that he lost, but he found it. So we got both of those.
So you got the original title?
Well, he got it. And she bought it brand new.
So tailgate was an option.
Okay.
That is a factory drawbar, even though it looks like somebody just homemade
It looks like I made that.
It's not. That's a universal drawbar that they had early on.
Yeah.
The spare is correct. Hanging over here, which these are usually torn off.
Okay.
Especially when they've been on a farm or ranch, you go down a creek or something, you get tied and it's getting torn off.
Oh yeah.
But if it didn't have a tailgate, the spare would have been there.
Well, there was something in here. I know this isn't factory, but there was something in here that I think he built, like a little wooden box, a little storage box.
Yeah, no, that's from. That's for
There's
Hall.
like an extra jack and stuff.
That's for Hall of Gold.
There you go.
I hear that happens a lot in Oklahoma. Is that true?
Ah, I don't know about that. Calling other stuff in gold, but
This is the original tire, so this is a Suburbanite polyglass. That's the actual original spare tire. This is a
I'd say
hard.
it looked original.
This is actually a difficult thing to have. I have some of these NOS, but this reflect.
That's original too?
Yeah, and that would have only come on one that had the spare
you're kidding
on
me.
the side. No. So I mean, it's a really, really dead honest Jeep. Doesn't look like it's ever been cleaned.
Yeah, it was pretty hard not to hit it with the old McGuire front rubber on it.
We'll put a good 40 or 50 hours in this thing cleaning it out.
I'd like to see it when you get it done. That breeze is nice.
It's pretty cool. It's a non-catalyst Jeep. No emissions on it. Original paint on the hood latches. 104 degrees. All right, let's pull it out.
No winch today, guys.
Thank God.
How's that? No winch, no air compressor to air up the tires, no nothing. Just drive it on and go.
Making my day.
It's unusual to
makes it
see
too.
one of these things too because the gauges in these work great from new. And
is that the
the
original?
76, 77s, the only ones before all these gauges were consistent from Stuart Warren. They had different faces on them. Anyway, all the gauges are original in this Jeep.
Okay.
This
Good.
thing has not been jacked with.
It's cool,
at
isn't
all.
it? Yeah.
I love it. I'll tell you what. I'll pay you what we discussed on the phone, but you got to show us your Daytona.
Let's go look at it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Deal. Let me get you some cash.
All right, sounds good.
You locked the door out here?
Yes, I do. We
I had someone try to steal one of my cars,
tried to
man.
steal his
Really?
charger and my red.
Okay, we're not going to see
Get
the
out of here.
Daytona yet,
No,
but I hear this car's worth seeing.
we need to.
Yeah, there's that sign Richard wanted. I think he finally found one though.
He has, I haven't seen it.
Now that car actually came from Houston, and it's a factory just 318 car, and there's a factory TX9 black car, which everyone gives me about it being a factory black car and me painting it green, but I always had this vision of a sassy grass green, blown Hemi, big tired monster, and it was already back half, and they never finished the tubs on it or anything.
So this is kind of an exaggerated version of the car that was on all the BFG posters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I get it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is it a 71 or is it a 70 made into a 71?
It's a 70 318 car that
Okay.
that I turned into a 71.
Love it.
Billboard.
Then the reason the deck lid's off right now is there was 2 dents in it and getting those fixed. So
Well, this would be everybody's street machine dream. That is awesome.
it's pretty nasty.
1,000 horsepower.
It's right now. Well, I bought the motor from a guy in Eureka, California, and a guy named August Cedarstrand down in Southern California dynoed it, and it made like 940 with that pulley on it. And if you swap the pulleys, then it's well over 1,000.
That's
You
more
put
than
the smaller
enough.
pulley on it. I think it's only making like 10 pounds of boost right now.
Is it like a Keith Black block or?
It's a Mopar block.
It's a Mopar block? Okay.
It's a 528 Mopar performance block. It's got the Hanson heads on it, all Indy rockers and all that stuff on it. Oliver rods, all that good stuff in there.
That's awesome. Thanks for showing that to us.
No problem.
That's just insane.
That's awesome.
We should take it to dinner.
Oh, yeah.
If that smell and that sound doesn't get you going,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think you're alive.
So it takes a lot to eat it.
Well, you put it-
Hellcat's lunch, but I'm pretty sure that one
You
will.
put it down a gear, man, and that blower surge, it just every time it just chirps the tires. It's pretty
I
fun.
can see.
So I can't believe Richard didn't talk you out of that Piggly Wiggly.
He
So
was
I'm sure
trying.
he's
Hey,
tried everything.
that's my dad's. I told him, I said, you should sell that, but that's my dad's.
I'm sure he told you the story, but it's actually true, and I've seen it. On his birth certificate, it says Piggly Wiggly.
He did show me.
He's pretty proud
Yeah,
of it.
when I was down there at his place, we went in the office and he was like, "You're not gonna believe this shit." And he flipped it out, and there it was.
Yeah, old Ray worked at Piggly Wiggly a long time.
Look at the total rate of 2.4s on the vet. That's awesome.
If that sign was mine and I gave what he gave for it, Richard would own it. But you know what?
Well, maybe we could find one. If you guys got a Piggly Wiggly sign that I could get and sell to Richard, or give it to him for his birthday, social@cbjeep.com.
We need to find one of those.
All right, I gotta know about this because this is what I drove in high school.
Really?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, so when I was a kid, yeah, it's so freaking hot. When I was a kid, my dad built this. He bought it before I was born, but it's actually an 81 front clip from the fenders up
Okay.
and a 75 back clip. Because
Yeah.
I don't think they made a convertible in 81, right?
Correct.
So
70, 75, 76. I think it was
So
two
he
last
bought it
years.
like that, and it had like a freaking stock 350 in it with burning oil, just an old beater. And then right when the 502 crate motors came out, he bought one of the 502 crate motors.
Oh, it's a great motor.
and turned it into this. Oh, it's so much fun.
So you came along this honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, where's the mid-gear Corvette that goes with that top?
Where's the?
It's up there in the garage.
Is it for sale?
No.
It's
Five of them already.
It's a 427 car.
Wow. Man,
Yeah.
you guys got great taste.
That one. Guess what else? You should look underneath because it's got a Ford 9-inch rear end in it.
Wow.
It does some mean burnouts or whatever.
Is that what that is?
Yes, yeah, that's a lot of it. Or,
I would not have expected that.
Oh.
So you took a 75 convertible, put an 80 bodywork on it, and a straight axle in the back.
Back in the 90s, everyone was like, no, you can't put a Ford 9-inch under the Corvette. They got the independent, all that. And sure enough, he did it.
Well, that'd be a good cheater car to street race in for
Oh,
sure.
it's fun.
it'll make
The
it
thing is,
better
it just
for you.
doesn't even
Like
hook
this
up,
stuff.
man. It doesn't hook up, which that CUDA over there doesn't either.
I like the oyster interior too. That was cool. They did that. All right. Thank you, sir. In gear, e-brake on.
Okay. Ooh, it's a little warm in here.
It's a little warm in here, but not as bad as in Dallas.
No.
Well, it's unusual to buy something that actually runs and drives, Dalton.
I know. It makes it easy.
It does make it easy.
Oh, it's almost too easy. It's gonna be too short a video.
Well, we haven't done this before. We're going to show 2 buys in one video if things go right today, right, Zach?
I hope so.
That's never happened before.
It's not unusual to film 2 buys in one day, but we usually split them up. But this one is the first year of a good CJ5s 76, and last year's 83, so we got an 83 in Yukon. That you just got to do them both.
Yep, there you go.
Especially being so close together.
There you go.
All right, I got a question for you. I think you know where I'm coming.
What's that?
Favorite local restaurant? These guys are starving.
Well, if you have enough time, you need to go check out Ken's Steakhouse in Amber, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's just a good old timer. Just they're open on Thursdays to Saturdays, and that's it. And it's unreal.
So you guys know that
You will not be disappointed.
we always try to eat in the town where we are, but the only restaurant in town, correct me if I'm wrong, was Guadalupe's at Sonic.
Yeah, I know. You don't.
So that's a no.
Get on out of town, and you don't want to stop there.
Okay.
Don't forget all in.
So Ken's Steakhouse in Amber.
It might be a little hop and skip and jog over there.
So we got some time.
Yeah.
So we did that a little bit out of work because we're going to go see a Daytona. But if you have time after see your Daytona, I'm buying.
Well, I might have to.
So if you can finish hauling hay.
Well, I'm done for today.
You done for the day? What time did you start?
Oh, about 7:30.
That's late for a country guy, isn't it?
It is.
I thought everybody in the
That's all
country
right.
got up at 4:30.
No.
Sunrise is 6:49 this morning.
Nah, that's all right.
So the first thing you get when you walk into Ken's, which Dalton was telling me about this, it sounds pretty cool. They don't bring you bread, they bring you ribs. You get it whether you want it or not. Looks like it's pretty outstanding, huh?
No sauce needed.
Wow. I have a feeling this meal is going to be outstanding.
2 weeks.
Looks like we've made the right call.
Does that work? Is that how you wanted it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
dude.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Sean P got prime rib. That looks fantastic. Let you go first.
Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Well, I will guarantee you that they know how to cook steak up here. And this cow was probably slaughtered yesterday. They're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was going to put a whole bunch of stuff in my Best Buy, but I'm not. Pure medium rare steak. Wow. It's awesome. Let me try brisket real quick. Looks nice and moist.
Hot. How's their barbecue sauce?
Brisket's great. I'm going to try the barbecue sauce. Oh, the sauce. Yeah. Look at that. You know that's a real chicken breast. It's not all pumped up with preservatives, water, whatever.
I'm so happy right now.
Wow.
This is why we do what we do, right?
That's right. It's a long day. We got a killer cheat meal, and this is probably not even really a cheat meal. I want pure chicken breast with no preservatives.
We good?
Yeah. There is a difference. So we're in Amber, Oklahoma. We've been everywhere in Oklahoma, but not here.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's all good. Highly recommend Ken's. All right, Zach, I'm ready for you to try it. Old school sign-in book like steakhouses used to have. Really cool. It happens to be full. I think we should just go right here. All right. You're up, Sean P. Zach, you're up. Give me the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Are you full? That was awesome. I will say that steaks taste differently in the middle of Oklahoma.
I would agree.
Chicken was fantastic too.
Chicken was amazing.
All right, Amber's. Again, we're in the middle of nowhere. So actually, the name of the city is Amber. And we're at Ken's Steak and Ribs. Try it. Now we're off to Yukon. All right, we are now in Yukon, Oklahoma. Second place that we are prospecting for gold in CJs. For 1983 Jeep CJ5, the very final year. One of my favorite Jeeps of all time. Are we gonna have a tornado? No?
No, but it is cooler than it has been.
It was 107 yesterday in Dallas.
Yep, it was here too.
Janice?
I'm Janice.
Hi, Dennis Collins.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Jess.
Jess, Dennis.
Sean.
Hi,
Your son.
Hi, Joseph, Dennis.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Sean P. Zach on the camera.
Hi, Zach.
How's it
I
going?
was Sturgis. Yes, sir. Just got back. Did you? Yeah. Glad to be back.
He's the one that
That
told us about you and
emailed you.
everything. So.
Okay, great, great.
Cause we'd never heard of you. You know?
Okay.
Well, we had bought stuff from
Parts.
you, but through him.
Okay.
We said, just got Collins, you know.
And we've so this October will be our 40th year specializing in CJs. So whose Jeep is it?
It's ours.
Okay, and how long have you had it?
This one,
We think
24
24
years.
years.
something like that. The one I give him had it 40 something years.
And I ran the history on it. It looks like it's been in this area its whole life.
Really?
That's what it looks like to me.
Well, we bought it from a guy down by Tuttle.
Tuttle.
It was a mechanic had it,
Okay.
and the guy just wanted to sell it.
Okay.
You know, because the brakes were out of it, and that I just done a complete brake job on it.
Okay. So y'all have had other Jeeps as well.
Well, yeah, we've had that.
Generally the case.
red Jeep.
We had that.
Taught
red.
every kid and grandkid we got how to drive.
Okay.
Third pedal or automatic?
No, it was.
Standard
That's
three.
all right,
It's
all
a
right.
3-speed, you know. And
That's an anti-theft deterrent.
It's like got the best character you could ever imagine. We gave it to him because we had it at the lake, and we just, you know, when we sold our lake house last year, we started bringing stuff up here, and we give him the red one. So now he has to. His grandkids get to
Very good.
get to
Well,
learn.
you're too big for CJ5.
you're telling me.
Let's go see it.
Into that one.
Way too big for CJ5. Especially one without a tilt column.
Yeah, this got the old. This is a 70.
Yeah, I think looking at it, if I remember correctly, looking at the pictures, this one does not have tilt.
No.
So tough for me to get it even without tilt.
Where'd you be?
And how many years ago we get that carburetor? Because the original carburetor messed up all the time.
Yeah, so you did a Weber conversion.
Weber.
I'm still at the old place.
So it's a good sign when you got the emissions decal. It looks like it hadn't been wrecked in the front. 9B Olympic white. So it's, I don't know how much you guys know about the 83, but it's the last year they made them.
Yeah, I knew it was the last year.
Okay, so they only made 3,085 of them. So it's the rarest year. These were a carryover Jeep from Jeeps that were ordered in 82 because they wanted 82 to be the last year. But they didn't sell them all. So they just made some more. When they made these simple, these were all basically the same. 4.2 liter, T176, Dana 300, base model. There's no such thing as a Laredo, but if you have one, or you think you have one, send it to social@cbjeep.com. There's a few Renegades, but basically these are all the same. And what a lot of people don't know is a lot of these were exported. Because when CJ5 got its bad name in the US in 81, it pretty much killed the CJ5. And everybody wanted the 7 and the Scrambler. So to me, it's one of my favorite Jeeps because it's a low production number, but it was also as good as you could get in a CJ5, period.
Yeah, you know, other than carburetor and the brakes,
It's original.
been a good one. It'll wind all through the the mountains of Colorado. We've had it up there.
Please tell me it runs.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Just hit the starter.
I didn't tell Sean it ran or not.
Thank you.
It's got a later model tire carrier, no big deal.
Well, I'd done that because it's hanging on a tire in there because it was falling off. The whole
Okay.
Looks like it ran late.
Well, I goosed it, cleared it out, because it's sitting there idling.
So to me, any of the 83 CJ5s are not rusted to the gills or haven't been highly modified. again, this is my opinion, should be restored. Because there's just not very many of them.
Yeah, we both did.
I buy every one I can find that hasn't been ballistically over-modified. I'm not against that.
That's what I was telling her.
I just like them closer to stock that I can get. Do you have any of the original parts, like seats, wheels?
We don't have the seats,
The
no.
front seats that was in it was out of some kind of a car.
Okay.
Because they big old plush and they was falling apart, and they didn't have the stands. They just had like 6x6s,
Okay.
you know, laid in there, and then they lag bolted the seats down, and
custom.
they slid around.
I just happen to know a guy has the seats for this Jeep.
Yes.
We had already agreed on this deal, which is not always the case, right? I'm happy with it. It was a good day. So on our way here, we got a 76 CJ5, which is the first year after they redid everything. So 76 to 83 are the best CJ5s. But we found one in Lexington, correct?
Yeah.
With 10,000 actual miles on it from the original family.
Wow.
Probably going to be one of the best in existence, period, in the world. But I thought it would be a great day to get a 76 and the 83 out of Oklahoma at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry it's so late. Sun's going down.
That's okay.
So thank you guys for that.
That's okay.
So we have a deal. I'm happy. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, 'cause
No,
our
thank
other
you for being
one,
such a good caretaker on it, because that Jeep, not only will it survive, in my opinion, it should, because it is very rare.
On that note, I'm gonna go get the trailer ready.
Okay.
Before it gets dark.
So out of all the 76 to 86 CJs, which we have chased incredibly hard for the last 39 years, going on 40 in October, I've always been a huge fan of the Scramblers, and for some reason, CJ5s. I love the V8s. But the 83 really is incredibly rare. As I said, it was a carryover Jeep. But I got to meet a guy in California one time who was the largest exporter of Jeeps, I believe, ever. Here's what he told me. 1,200 of those were exported. There was only 3,085 of them made, so you do the math. Very few exist. I buy every one of them that I can find that's not rusted out and not heavily modified, which is unusual. I maybe see 5 or 10 a year. I bought 4 of these in the last 3 years. They should all be saved and restored. 83 CJ5, very rare, very desirable. So we might set a record on Coffee Walk if it starts. Buying 2 vehicles that actually run. See that? It's a Jeep. Of course it runs. Awesome. Let's go load her up. Thank y'all. It's going to a good home.
Great.
So these dash pads don't have the cut in for the wing windows. So that would be a soft top or a CJ5, because the CJ5s did not have factory hardtops in 83.
Kind of a mess in here, guys. I'm sorry. There she be. Wow. And I have been tracking down all the parts to fix it. Sorry, such a mess in here. Wow.
You can never miss the opportunity to see a Daytona.
Yeah.
So is it a red with blue interior car?
No, that's just a junk seat that's in there.
Okay, well
No.
the door's blue too.
No, yeah, I know. No, everything is, the doors have been swapped. Well, there's the original door right there. That's one of the original doors. There's part of the original nose cone. And this is the other half of the nose cone. And Dave Paddock, who I was telling you about, used this to help show how these actually go together.
Okay.
This was his little cutaway template. I can show you. Because I mean, when you look in here, how all these springs and stuff go together, like this spring right here with these clips and how this goes and all that. I mean, when someone's restoring one of these,
Yeah.
they want it to be right. You know what I mean?
So this has been since 73.
It got wrecked in '73 and it was in a junkyard for until 75, I believe.
So this might scare a lot of
Dave
people out there.
Paddock saved the car.
Okay.
He drove in there, and obviously back then there was no, when something was wrecked, they wanted to get it out of there and get rid of the VIN and all that. And they told him that they were going to cut this car in half. And well, he had already had it loaded on his trailer and gave $100 for it. And they were like, so just bring it back tomorrow. We'll cut it in half or whatever. You go get the parts off of it you need. And he's like, okay, well, my wife's this and that. I got to get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow.
Never came back.
Never showed back up. Threw the car in the barn. He tracked down the original build sheet, which is funny because a lot of these Daytonas, they went to Creative Industries, and that's where they got converted into a Daytona. So the build sheets, they would just pull all the interior out. And so the build sheets on Daytonas, you never know which one you're going to get when you pull the seat out.
Or a stack of them.
So luckily, the original sheets to this car was found. And so I have those now. I have the original fender tag. I have the VIN, all the body numbers match. So it's a great car. It just had a little bit of a rough start on life. This quarter panel here and that front frame rail is the worst spot. But as far as Mopars go, let's see if I can.
So this car doesn't scare me at all. But when you get into cars that are worth in the multiple six figures, I mean multiple six figures, anything can be restored back to actually better than new.
I don't know if you can see in here, but I mean, even the center of the trunk pan, look how solid it is.
That's real unusual on the Mopar.
All the original quarter panels, because you can see the original insulation, the undercoating sprayed in here. There's the original body numbers, 400, 599. That matches the VINs and all that stuff. I love this, man. That is just so cool.
Incredible. That is cool. Incredible to see. It really is.
That original stripe cracking like that. And believe it or not, crated up in here is a nose cone. And there was a guy by the name of Gene Gregory back in the, I think it was the early 2000s or late 90s. He was building really nice replica nose cones. I mean, they are damn near as close as you're going to get to an NOS one. And unfortunately, I think he passed away. So that's one of his nose cones.
It's like you found the car already done.
There you go. Yeah, that came with it.
It's completed.
That is so cool to see. Thanks for showing that to us.
No problem, man.
Can't wait to see it back on the road.
My plan with it is to obviously fix the body and kind of leave the patina for a while and beat it around like that.
Wouldn't bother me either.
No.
Dirt to it for a minute?
Yeah, the Joe Dirt car, man. That's my
real
plan.
Daytona. That's tough to find.
It is. One of the 503. There's the...
So if you guys know of any Daytonas out there that are rougher than a stucco bathtub, I'm not saying this one's that rough.
It's pretty
They're
rough.
worth good money in any condition. Reach out to us at social@cbjeep.com and maybe I can sell Dalton one back.
We'll do that. I'll trade you a couple Jeeps for it. How about that?
Deal.
Sounds good.
As always, please
Like, tag, share, and follow. And most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.